Yo, 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 what is happening? Tell me you guys can hear me, man. Am I doing sign language tonight? Y'all feeling this? Can you hear me all right? Mic check. 1, 2. Check, check. Oh, good. All right. Thanks, Brant, man. Hey, guys. Good to see everybody rolling in, man. Good to see everybody hanging out. Another Tuesday night live, man. We got plenty old bass. My dear brother Sean, man. How you doing, bro? Got the Oob in the house. We got 5150, i.e. Chris. Keith for the love of guitars. I think I saw Cal jumping in here earlier tonight. Yeah, man. It's all good. I'm catching up on who is here and what is up. Hey, Stealth Guitars in the house, man. Good to have you with us, my brother. Good to have you. Yeah, Oob, I want to hear about the guitar, man. You got an electric? I just jumped right to questions, didn't I? Calming down, man. Calm down. Oh, man. Got to see that win, Ted. You finally have. What'd you get, Oob? Meta suspense is killing me. I got. Hey, when's your next live stream, man? Didn't you say you were going to do something like on Monday or something? Yeah, man. Well, everybody's coming in. Everybody's typing in the chat, man. Good to see everybody hanging out. Oh, that's right, man. That's what you said. Sorry, man. I remember now. Well, my brothers, it's good to hang out with y'all, man. I would say my brothers and sisters, but it's always just the fellas, it seems like, on Tuesday night, and that's all right. You know, YouTube tracks analytics, domestic demographics, I mean, and yeah, man, most folks that hang on the channel, man, are about my age and mostly dudes, man. So, hey, it's all right with me, man. Yeah, man. Hey, TSA has made it in the house, man. What is happening? Hey, I'm going to give an update on Igor tonight, TSA. I might need you to keep me factual, bro. Y'all keep me in check. Keep me honest, man. Yeah, that's right, Cal. Men 60 years and older love our guitars, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think well, never mind. I ain't gonna get into how old everybody is, man. Goats on the roof. What's up? All right, Athens, Georgia in the house. All right. Good to have you, my brother. I don't know who you are, but good to hang out. If you've hung out before, I'm sorry, I just don't remember. So things go by pretty quick in the chat, man. Oh, okay, Stealth, man. Yeah, that internet, man. I get it, dude. Sometimes it has a life of its own. Now, wait a minute, man. J-Man, you're on time, bro. What is happening? I know it's late where you are too, man. I appreciate you taking any time you can give us, man. Yeah, bro. Good to hang out with J-Man. All right, guys. Well, let's jump into a couple of hot topics I have tonight. I do have a premiere scheduled for 8:30 p.m. my time. And so, you know, we'll do what we've been doing the past couple of weeks, man. We'll duck out of here about 8:20, 8:27. Oh, yeah, 8:20, 8:25. Give everybody a pit stop break, assuming you will need one. I know I will. But yeah, man. Oh, Jay's driving. All right, brother. Oh, it's good, man. Very good to have you. Yeah, so the premiere tonight, I may give you a little spoiler alert before our time is done. That is, if you want to see the content of the premiere vid in advance. Since you guys are hanging out with me, man. Yeah, so I want to give an update on Igor. Igor is the autism guitar that I'm going to drop it in the chat here. A couple of things. So for those of you who've been hanging out on the regular, what you've heard me say is that RJ over at RJ's Cave in a collaborative effort. Now Tease Guitars is involved, TSA, JMK, Baby Boy, other people have donated a little bit of cash their way. But RJ is building a guitar called Igor to raise awareness for autism. And I told you guys that, I think I told you last week, but I dropped it in the chat. Oh, hey, Jackie, good to see you, man. The best way, or one of the ways that you can support the collaborative effort, and again, this is all raising money for an organization called Eden 2 in the New York area that works with autism folks and does a lot of good work from what I hear. So if you want to support that effort, you can go out to the link that I just put in the chat and purchase a shirt. I got me and my wife one. I got the same color just so I can borrow hers. But yeah, man, they had a little bit of setback on the project though, Jack. They sure did, man. So what happened is they had several people donate parts to make this guitar, and it was kind of like a Frankenstein looking thing. And yeah, man, took it up to Tease, man. Tease offered their time, Torsten himself, to set the guitar up for them. Well, he got under the hood of that thing and found out that the body wasn't, well, I don't want to get into all that, man. You can go over to RJ's Cave and check out his latest live recording of the live that he just had where he explains all that. But yeah, thanks, Tone. I appreciate you, Brant, for putting that in there. Yeah, Keith, Torsten is a solid dude, man. There's no joke about that. Yeah, I've had a lot of interaction with him in my experience and the reputation. So many other people, man, that have talked about him. So yeah, so what they did is they had to go to a second guitar. So RJ is, yeah, you should, Oob. I think they're solid, bro. I really do. That's just one man's opinion, man. You do you, of course. But yeah, man, check them out. But so they had to shift gears. That guitar ended up being no good, and it was painted. It was awesome, man. And it had like all this kind of autism symbolism in it, and the paint job and all that. Well, anyway, long story short, RJ had a ST1, a Tease Strat laying around that he gutted, and he's sending that body out to JMK, who's going to paint it up in that Frankenstein look. And so the project is kind of starting over. So yeah, man. But if you want to support the project, man, if you want to support those who are helping folks with autism, man, there's two ways you can do it. One, just buy a t-shirt. Two, you might go over to RJ's Cave and just see what other kind of ways you might want to lend a hand, man. So yeah, anyway, my wife and I got shirts. I just thought I'd tell you about that, man. Yeah, yeah, me too, Oob. It was really a big setback last week, and they were all pretty discouraged about it. But yeah, man, seeing some of the guitar community come together, man, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I really do think YouTube can be a very positive place to be and a positive place to hang out, and that we really can build community and relationships and help each other out, man. I think you guys know my heart. If you hang out on the regular, that's what I certainly want to see. Yeah, TSA says the body came from a TEMU kit, buyer beware. So one of the problems ended up being with the body itself, and there were a couple of other issues with it. But yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Brant. It really is a great support system and acts of kindness in the guitar YouTube community. Man. Hey, Yard, what is happening, my brother? Good to see you, man. Now, can you tell us what you've been working on yet, or is that still under wraps, man? Yeah, it really is interesting, man. It's I've had a lot of interaction with a lot of people, in the comments of my vids, and I'm gonna just say, man, about 95% of that is really positive. I've got a couple folks every once and again that talk crazy, and there is one particular person that's kind of stalking everybody's channels that we talk about sometimes, the other channels and I. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's good, Oob. That's a good topic for a vid, man. The community is full of kindness and awesome people. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Yard. I thought it was for a video game, but I didn't want to be presumptuous, man. I hope that all works out for you, my brother. That was some good work that you did, man. If you guys haven't been over to 2Yard's channel, check that out, man. Also the Oob, you might want to check his channel out, man. And his lives are, a lot of times just him practicing, and it's just a blast, man. I think I talked about that last week. And okay, this is going to sound entirely self-serving, but I'm going to say it because I have been asked to say it. A couple people have been asking me where they can get a TED Talks Guitars and Life shirt. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat. Guys, you need to know a couple things, okay? You do not have to buy a TED Talks Guitars and Life t-shirt. That is obvious, or should be to you. The second thing is that I don't get any financial kickback if you buy a shirt or you don't. This is basically, it's a good friend of mine from church, and he's got like a t-shirt kind of a thing, and he set me up with this. This is the old model shirt. He set me up with some shirts and made one for me, the one that's got the circle logo on it. And anyway, he made the link available. So if you want to buy a shirt, man, that's great. If you don't, man, you do you, bro. I did have a couple of people ask me, and since you guys are the regulars here on Tuesday night, I just thought I'd tell you that is available. It may help get the channel out in your area. I think on the back it says, find us on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, but or not. All right, man. Well, we got some projects, man. Y'all been doing. I've been checking your channels out. Brant just did his first kit build. Yeah, Brant. A red Telly, a Leo Jaymz. What's that? $118 job, man. That looked good, Brant. It really did, man. I wanted to ask about yeah, man. Hey, Brant does so much for me, man. If you guys haven't been out to Brant's channel and subbed and liked some vids, please do that, man. Help my brother. Yeah, so he's got two projects, doesn't he, Chris? So he got that Leo kit, the red Telly, and that brother just painted his studio, his shop, his garage, wherever it is he records, man. It's looking fantastic. He just dropped that video this afternoon. At least I saw it this afternoon. Maybe I've been asleep or something like that, man. But yeah, it looks really good, Brant, man. Really, really digging it, dude. Oh, it's the garage. All right. Yeah, man. So I was going to ask Brant about that Leo Telly kit. Is that a full-size body? Do you know if it is or not? I was just curious about that. And I know Jay, man, Jay hates to finish guitars about as much as I do. I'm just silly and keep doing it. Yeah. All right. As far as you know, it is, huh? All right, cool. But yeah, man, I liked it. I liked the red one, man. All right, Stealth's going to paint that jazz kit tomorrow. He's using the same color paint that I painted the Peavey Nitro Restore project, if you guys remember that. Yeah, it's the same size as your other one. Okay, that's interesting too. But yeah, man, I think there is something cool about buying a kit. And I know, man, a lot of people said to me, some of you said to me when I was building my kits, that you can buy a guitar that the body is finished. You don't have to go through all that hassle, and it really does. It really does help you save some cash, at least on the finishing supply stuff. If you get one that's comes prefab painted and all that, I thought it looked pretty good, man. I really did. What else you guys working on, man? What is happening? I saw Chris is painting, doing a lot of like guitar kind of repair, kind of work stuff that I saw a couple things going on out there. Yeah, I was just curious, Brent, about that, about the size of that. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Brent is good people, man. Absolutely is. Absolutely is. Hey, man, speaking of good people, man, this is really wild, man. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oops says he's going to get some recording going. He's got some covers for some upcoming vids. That sounds cool, man. Sounds really cool. I'm still working on my audio interface stuff, man. I figuring out how I'm gonna mic things up. But speaking of good people, Keith, man, guys, for the love of guitars, Keith, okay, go out to his channel, man, and check him out, man. He does some very cool, just some lesson kind of stuff. But Keith, man, Keith gave a whole, it's probably 90 minutes of his time to me, and who else? And there's a Brant and Plenty of Bass. And we got on a Zoom call Sunday night, and bless Keith's heart, man, he very patiently walked us through the whole room, man. This is how my amp is mic'd up. This is my audio face. Here's my basic settings. Here's my DAW that I use, digital audio workstation. Maybe I got that right. And yeah, man. So we recorded the whole thing. Now, guys, it's an hour long. And I don't know if it would be helpful to anybody or not. However, if you're interested, let me drop this in the chat, man. Let me just drop the link, because Brent and I are both kind of at the same place where we're trying to figure out, kind of, we just want our guitars to sound better. Oob, I think you told me your process too in some comment stuff, man. But yeah, I think that's right. Setups and breakdowns are always good. Hey, John, good to see you, my brother. Good to have you hanging out with us. Yeah, we're just talking guitars and life, bro, on a Tuesday night, doing it live for sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, guys, it's an hour long, and but it was really helpful for me because, like Brant, man, I was going around and I was is the link is bad? Oh, come on, man, don't say that, bro. That link isn't working. All right, stand by. Oh, all right. I don't know if I can get to it and get back. Let's see if I can do that. All right. This will be adventurous. You guys up for some adventure? I guess you are. I think maybe because it's unlisted. Yeah, man, we're doing it on the fly. Yeah, we're gonna do tech stuff while we're live on the interweb. Why not, man? Why not? Content. Do. I know I made it unlisted. And look, guys, we're not trying to protect ourselves or anything like that, man. Let's try this one. I just didn't know how much an hour long video the general public would even care about. But I did think that that's it. Thanks, Sue. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys. And it's a Zoom call, kind of a Brady Bunch deal. And we're all just kicking back in amazement by watching Keith talk about stuff that we don't know anything about, man. And it was really, really helpful. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, bro. It was really helpful for me just to see it. Sometimes, man, some people are, we learn best, by hearing. Some we learn best by seeing. Some we learn best by reading. It was just helpful for me to see it. And so he very patiently walked us through the whole thing. And I still haven't bought the mic that I think I want to buy to mic my amp with. I still haven't bought a better audio interface, guys, I would be embarrassed to tell you, but I guess I'm going to tell you anyway. I bought like an iRig, and I made like videos of like unboxing and review stuff. And I also bought a very cheap audio interface off the Zon, and made videos about. I just didn't post any of it because none of it worked for me, and I didn't think it'd be helpful to be sharing that stuff with you guys, man. Yeah, sorry, Chris, man. That's one of the things we talked about. Okay, guys. So here's the thing, man. Um, we weren't trying to keep anybody out, man, but I literally used cable from the Rocksmith game, but I made it work. No, see, the iRig didn't have a mic input, and so that was the weird part about it. So I had like I downloaded Amplitude, which is a Mac iPad kind of app, and I could get the guitar signal to the Amplitude to the iPad, and had my headphones on, and it sounded pretty good. Although you really had to buy like all the effects if you want anything other than just bass tone stuff, which I wasn't interested in spending a whole lot of money on an app for my iPad. Hey, String Pickers, what is up, my brother? What is up? Yeah, the part that I explored, it worked pretty good, but then the question became, okay, well, how do I get this to my DAW? How do I record? And anyway, guys, it all has, thanks, Yard. I appreciate it, man. I have GarageBand, but the GarageBand that I have only lets me record one track. I don't know if I need to buy like a more extensive kind of thing where it's a multi-track option. But, and guys, I know a lot of you are saying a lot of cool stuff right now in the chat, and I'm doing my best to keep up with you, but I will go back and I'll watch this just so I can read your comments after it all processes. It usually is up the next day. Yeah, man, I thought it was weird too, Yard, because everything I see on the tube just says, well, you plug it in and here's your vocal and here's your guitar. But for me, it's not working out that way. It's like I can either do either or. But again, guys, I'll say it because you already know it's probably user error. So that's why, again, it was incredibly helpful to hang out with Keith for a little bit, man. Yeah, I think that's right, Keith. I got to mess with it a few times. But now I'm back to, I got to get both the guitar and the mic, right? So, yeah, Cal, that is exactly the one I'm looking at, the 2-channel Behringer, the Euphoria. But, guys, bless Sean's heart, man. Plenty of bass, my dear brother, who keeps me honest and in check, Jack. Told me the other night, he said, because I was all like in my feelings about, man, some things in life just make a person feel kind of like foolish or stupid is a word I might use sometimes. And I hate feeling stupid, man. And I was just out of sorts about all this stuff, and I didn't understand it. And my good brother, Plenty Old Bass, said, dude, you didn't know how to solder wires a year ago either, Jack. Keep me in line, bro. That's what tell me some good news, man. Shoots, man. That is that is the truth, man. I mean, if we could just, if I could just, let me not prescribe anything or project on you guys. If I could spend more time focusing on what I have learned and riding the victories of what I have learned, instead of obsessing about what I don't yet know, I'd just be a more peaceful, happy dude, man. My wife would be happier, I'll tell you that. No, man, it ain't that bad. But yeah, it got me in my feelings, man. But so it's a huge learning curve. And so anyway, we recorded the time, and that link that I sent is available. And I can make it public so the world can see it, man. Thanks, Stealth. It is a learning curve, bro. I appreciate you saying that. That's a good reminder for me. Yeah, yeah, it's just called life, right, Oob? For sure. But, you know, and so here's the thing that came out of that. We had a great time, man. We had a Zoom call. I sent out the Zoom link. By the way, you may have noticed that there's a couple more blue wrenches in the chat, my friends. So Keith and Plenty O Bass are now moderating the chat with our dear brother Brant. So now you got three of those cats to contend with if you get out of line. So don't get out of line, Jack. Yeah, man. But so we were hanging out because Chris, I feel what you said, man. Chris said, well, I would have come if you got, you know. So we weren't trying to keep anybody out, guys, really, at all. But one of the things that came out of that, man, uh-oh, Brian's in the house searching for a tone, came to get rowdy. Here's Sparky 971. What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? Good to be with you, man. Hey, string pickers, Casey, dude. I know you feel like you failed on that paint job. Dude, I think it looks pretty smoking hot, man. That's just, hey guys, if you haven't been out to string pickers, this cat right here, this cat did a paint job on a guitar where the paint looks like it has water bubbles on it, man. Dude, it's pretty cool looking. Like it's sitting on top of like water sitting on top of the guitar. I think it looked pretty cool. You know what got him, Jay, man? The clear coat. Oh man, I hate clear coat. Oh, dudes, I hate the clear coat. That's why I do true all. I'm telling you. I just, again, things that make you feel silly. That clear coat will get me every time, man. Yeah, man. So my blue, okay, this is Chris. My blue Washburn guitar, a YouTuber called Pole Barn Garage messaged me and wants the Bahama Blue metallic Washburn. Cool, man. So you gonna sell it to them, or are they gonna review it, or what, man? Yeah, that's right, Chris. Black bass and water drops on it, then base coat. Yeah, I don't know all the technical language. I just want to affirm my brother Casey, dude. One, I appreciate you putting it out there and letting everybody see your process. Two, I appreciate you not hiding the fact you feel like you messed it up. And three, man, just for taking the time, dude. I mean, guys, you know, man, there's too many. I don't know. Let me not get all crazy and loud, okay? I'm just saying, man, there's too many channels out there, man. They get stuff, they talk about how great it is, and then they do things, and like everything's perfect all the time. And I just think that's not life and not reality. I ain't calling nobody a storyteller or nothing like that. I'm just saying, I think being real and being authentic with folk and with what you do and what you have done and what your limitations are, man, I think that is what some people need and are looking for, and I, I made so many mistakes doing that Orange Crush guitar that I actually had somebody post it in a comment. I think you're just making mistakes on purpose so you can get views. I was like, yeah, dude, let me calculate the smartness level of me wasting my time to that extent. It was only like 30 videos, Yeah, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Next Monday, the guitar tries to murder me for calling it ugly. I gotta see that vid, Jack. Oh man. Yeah, man. Oh, that's good, Yar. I'm gonna quote that. The greatest chess players lost more than they ever won. Look at that, man. If mistakes were views, I'd be Mr. Beast. Oh man, I dig hanging out with you guys, man. You guys get it. So here's the thing. All right. So out of that Zoom, where it was the fellows and I really listening to Keith share his wisdom very patiently with me, because I'm a slow learner in that regard, we had the thought, maybe we could do some roundtable type Zoom calls, man. Maybe. I'm not trying to waste anybody's time pulling you into one more thing, but maybe there could be a roundtable kind of situation. I don't know if it's Zoom. There may be a perfectly good way to do that on the tube. Speaking of things I don't know anything about, yeah, YouTube. But man, we thought about maybe doing some Zoom stuff and setting up some topics and doing a roundtable. And man, it doesn't need to be like anybody's the teacher or anything like that. We can just get together and hang out and do all that. But yeah, someone needs to start up a podcast where the community gets a couple of folks together each week for a talk like that. Yeah, Oob, I know there's some guys who do some stuff like that. Ben Combs does a thing, I think, on Sunday night. I don't know if I've seen you there or not. I think, Oob, I met you through one of these places. Yeah, Charles he does a Sunday morning thing with a guest. But yeah, man, we need, I don't know, need is a strong word, but man, it's cool for me to hang out. I mean, I love hanging out on Tuesday night. Of course, I'm doing all the talking. You guys are stuck in the chat land. It'd be cool if we could just talk to each other. It was so cool, man, to hang out with Brant. I mean, Brant and I, we've been chatting it up and texting and all that for a long time. But talk to my brother on a Zoom, Keith too, and Plenty of Bass. We've known each other for decades. So, but yeah, man. So there's lots of guys that do something like that. But yeah, do a poll for topics. That's a good idea, Brant. Brant's giving me work to do, man. Somebody get Brant. I got stuff to do. Yeah, that just hanging out style. Yeah, that's right, Oob. That's right, man. I do appreciate that. Hey, JR, man. What's up? What's up? Yeah, we should do a poll for topics. But then I got to figure out, okay, how do we get a Zoom link set up and share it? And I'm not trying to exclude people, but not open it up to the world, Maybe anyway, I'll research some of that offline, man. Yeah, that's good, TSA. A wise man once said, if you can't fix your mistakes, you haven't mastered it. Interesting. StreamYard is probably better for this idea. All right, Oob, maybe we can talk offline, man, and you can give me some, the Discord stuff. So searching for Tone Brian's in the chat, man. He's got a Discord. And so I signed up to be on his Discord thing because I watch his channel. And people were talking to me. I didn't know how to respond to. Oh, man, maybe we just need somebody better than me to figure all this out for us. Group video call site. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. A good carpenter knows how to hide their mistakes, man. Dude, okay. You guys want it? Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do. You wouldn't want to be here if you didn't want a story. I barely know how to use that thing. The guys in there seem like, yeah, man, I was lost, dude. I earnestly tried about 5 times on different days after I caught my breath and had a cup of coffee and all. Chill out. I just could not get it worked out, man, where I could figure out. Keith and Brant hollered at me in the chat. I couldn't figure out how to respond. All right, here's a true story. Back in my information technology days, when I was first starting out. Now, if you guys hang on the channel, you've heard me tell the story of the longest screwdriver in the world and why I have it and all those kind of things. So I was being mentored by a person who had been in information technology a long time, and I got in a place of underemployment. And I went down to a tech agency and they sent me to this place and they said they'll tell me what to do when I get there, man. So I did. Okay. And so that guy taught me how to do most of the things I know how to do information technology wise, at least early in my career. And when I left his tutelage, I was a wide area network manager for a Fortune 500 company. Never been to school for it or anything. On the job training. You learn by doing, you learn by watching. you watch and then you do, and they watch, so on and so forth, just like in the medical field. Anyway, man, one day he wanted me to learn something that another tech did in the shop. And so he said, hey, whatever the guy's name was, we'll go with Jimbo. Jimbo wasn't his name. Jimbo, come here, Jimbo. I want you to show Ted how to configure what you're configuring. Oh, yeah. Come on over. So the guy sits down at his desk, right? I'm standing behind him, and that cat gets in front of the laptop or the workstation. Back then, it wouldn't have been a laptop. And he's like hiding the whole keyboard with his body so that I can't see what that joker is doing, Jack. Come on, man. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on, man. There's a lot of that going on. Cisco certified. All right, Yard. Man, I cut my teeth on some Cisco routers, man. We're talking 9600 baud, Keith. That's how old I am, Jack. Oh, man. Dingo was his name. Oh, you guys are too much, man. But, you know, there's too much of that smoke and mirrors, man. You know, but that's why, I mean, dare I mention J-Man and Two Bike Mike and Dave over at Dave's World of Fun Stuff anymore. You guys know my heart, man. I just appreciate cats who are honest, man. And I'm not saying that other people are dishonest. I'm just saying I can make a video where I look like a shining example of something. You know, I mean, but yeah, man. All right, Oop. Dude, you mentioned that in a live stream, and you got a radio voice, bro. You do, man. I thought, yeah, that makes sense to me. 300 baud short hauls. Wow. All right, now we're getting totally geeky, man. Hey, one of the things Charles 75N said in one of his chats one night, we were all talking, and a lot of guitar players are old IT guys too. That's one of the common features. Oh, man. I was an IT assistant admin for a tax software company. All right. Gonna leave, going to your next video, getting ready to come on. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Sorry, guys. I'm reading the chat, and I know there's dead air when I read chat, but all IT guys play or want to play guitar. Oh, yeah, Yard, is that right, man? Yard's an IT manager, Fortune 500, Fortune 50. I'm sorry. I said, dang, bro. All right, man. Funnest thing we ever did. So this guy had taught me everything I knew about computers, right? So when we needed a web designer person, somebody to work on the website. And one of the guys that I'd hired had a friend who could draw pictures in draw pad on a Windows computer back in the day, whatever that was called. Was that called draw? It was called something. Paintbrush. I hired him to be our web guy, and he learned how to be the web guy, man. That was his job, man. Yeah, that J-Man, you look like a phys ed teacher, bro. And by the way, man, J-Man, one day I was watching his channel, and this cat has a workout regiment that he does. I think it's every Saturday. Keep me honest, Jay, if I tell a story now. And he videoed the everything he does. How many reps of this, how many reps of that, how many reps of this other thing. And just talked about, wanting to keep his body healthy and all those things, man. Dude, I thought it was cool, man. I ain't done none of it, but I thought it was cool. Oh, man. Yeah, one of the call centers I worked for, all 6 of us in middle management would bring our guitars and amps after hours. Now, these cats that I hired, I hired a guy that worked down at the county jail, and I taught him how to be a land administrator. And my brother-in-law sold cars. I hired him to be our business analyst. And all these guys learned everything on the job by doing, right? And so after hours, though, man, when 5 o'clock came, we were all jumping into Half-Life on the network, Jack. We were all in our different offices and cubicles, and killing each other. And Half-Life is a game. Please understand there was no actual killing that occurred. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right. Somebody's got to carry the band gear. Oh, brother, that would not be you, Jay, man. We'd be carrying your water, my friend. Play guitar, fire up Quake. Yeah, man. They introduced me. What was that called? It was called Doom. I guess it was called Doom. And I think we did Quake. And then we did Half-Life. Half-Life was my favorite. And they were all kind of multiplayer stuff. And yeah, man, we called it getting in the map. Yeah, man, the bell would ring. We'd get in the map and go to town for a couple hours, man. And, you know, you got to let traffic die down anyway. You're in the big city. So, hey, all right. Yeah, man. Well, anyway, guys, I am thinking about the roundtable topic stuff. I'm thinking about, you know, ways that we could get together and hang out a little bit more fluidly than I am. Yeah, hey Brian, that cat came at me the other day too, man. Yep, it was crazy. I mean, it wasn't really about me, unfortunately. It was about some other people. But yeah, Yard. There's just a cat that's kind of causing some channels. He's not really causing trouble, man. He's just telling stories, man. That he's still making the rounds, bro. And yeah. So anyway, I don't want to give him much time or press, but yeah, that's a real thing, man. So we do what we can. So roundtable topics. I will get some topics out there, and yeah, Brant, he popped up the other day, man. And so I muted I couldn't figure out how to block him. Again, YouTube. I did mute the comments, which I think means that nobody can see them, but I don't know, man. Yeah, he got me a subscriber out of it. It's crazy, man. People do all kind of weird things for crazy reasons, man. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I got a couple things coming up. I got a headstock decal for the N.A.G that I've got to figure out how to put on the N.A.G. That'll be a video that's coming down the pipe. And then I've got some cosmetic issues on the Washburn. I don't know what you guys, we haven't talked about the Washburn yet in the live. Maybe we can do that next week a little bit. I may have the finale of that done, and that may be the premiere next Tuesday night. If anybody wants to hang around and check that out next week. I don't know what you're thinking about the Washburn journey. Man, talk about getting my feelings today, Jack. Dude, I had all these videos, and I had them all scheduled out, and then I went to post something, and I thought, man, they're all out of order. Guys, I fretted about that for about 45 minutes. I spent 45 minutes of my life. Oh, the video. And then I woke up and said, man, the YouTube police are not coming, bro. Nobody cares how long the videos are if they're not going to watch them anyway. Nobody cares what order they're in. So what? It's not perfect, man. Man, this thing gets in my head so much. All right, guys, it's 8:15. Are you ready? Crazy 8 is in the house. What is up, my brother? What is going on? No, I didn't. I'm sorry, Crazy 8. You came in at the tail end, man. I spent 45 minutes not pondering the beauty of music. I spent 45 minutes pondering the fact that I jacked up the order of my video playlist. That ain't worth 45 minutes. All right, nobody wants to see it, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Spoiler alert. Check that bad boy out right here, man. MWS Guitars. Now, some of you saw this on the Fret Not channel, so this is old news. For those of you who did not, yeah, man, I'm going to go through the specs in the vid. Yeah, it's a matte, kind of a, they call that graphite, the color. And you can tell it's okay, so this cat, I look kind of like I'm in the jungle or something, man. I don't know. Yeah, this brother is a luthier in Alabama, and he makes. My understanding is, yeah, it's a hip shot bridge. My understanding is that he makes higher end guitars, but the guys at Fret Not asked him to make a budget model. Guys, this is not a budget guitar. I was talking. The guy's name is Mike. I was talking to Mike offline. This is a $750 guitar I'm holding in my hands. I ain't bought myself a $750 guitar in a long time. But you can tell if you look at the binding around the horn, you can like see where the binding connects to the binding. You know what I'm saying? You can tell it's kind of like, I want to say homemade, but I don't mean homemade in a bad way. You guys feel what I'm saying? Like, it spelled it wrong. Did I spell something wrong, Chris? Oh, Rickenbacker. Okay. Yeah, it is cool, Yard. It sounds, I think it sounds great. You're going to hear it in about 10 minutes in the premiere vid, and I'll go through all the specs and all that. I did, guys, tell the truth, shame the devil. I did do a little bit of fret work to it on the edges. I did. Now, I don't know if that's because the day it got here, it was like 20 degrees in Dallas, and it'd come from Alabama. And I don't know if the wood just did what wood does, but to me, everything guitar playing is what now? Say it with me, player preference. To me, I was feeling them a bit more than I wanted to. So this afternoon, I did take my file to it, and I got it playing where I want it, man. Yeah, Fret Not is a cool channel. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Fret Not, I think they've got, man, it's like they've almost got 14,000 views. But guys, here's the thing, man. These jokers buy guitars, review them, and give them away. That's the channel. And a lot of the guys, man, in the chat have won guitars from Fret Not already. In fact, I think I was somewhere, Brian, I think it was somewhere, one of your vids, man, or maybe your stream or something. You said something like, yeah, they got a lot of subscribers, but you might as well sign up. You might win. And as soon as Brian said that, I thought, yeah, okay. There you go. MWS Guitars. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing, guys. I really don't. Yeah, anyway, we can talk more about it later, but you got to break out that file for this one. Just a little bit of sprout, just needs a little dressing. Yeah, bro, that's right. And I do that to my play, to my feel. And some guys, man, don't play the way I play. When I play, I cup the neck. I'm not saying you're supposed to. Everybody knows, say it with me, nothing I do is prescriptive, right? But I cup the neck. I have my thumb over the top. I don't do anything like the way you're supposed to do it. And so for me, I need to be able to slide up and down, and I don't want to feel anything, man. Uh-oh. Crazy 8 got an Ibanez. Look out now. It is beat up and abused. I'm looking forward to rejuvenating it, man. You singing it now, man. All right. Hey, Casey, good to see you, man. We're about to shut it down, bro, for sure, man. Brian attracts winners. Oh, man. Guys, I don't know about you, man, but I could probably use a pit stop before the 8:30 premiere. I know that's a lot of dead time, man, but I'm gonna sign off here in a minute. But hey, everybody knows how to get a hold of me, man. Ted at tedtalksguitars.com, or you can put any kind of feedback in the comment section or something like that, man. But guys, look, man, if you're going through something, if you need an ear, you just want to talk about something, man, doesn't have to be guitars, life, guys, you are not alone, man. I hope our little YouTube community can be a little bit more in talking about guitars and life, although that's what we all dig to do. Well, my friends, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. Hope to see you in the premiere. Now, this is where I look for that awkward end stream button. See you guys.